Hey everyone, Xanagear here. I woke up this morning to another batch of patch notes, so I thought I'd read them again for YouTube. It is not quite as big as the last one, but still has some pretty major changes. I read through them in bed this morning, so let's get started. Starting with a huge one, fixed an issue where save games with incorrect checksum were still being loaded, leading to potential crashes, so that's going to really change things up. Hitboxes from spark traps are now smaller. That one is an actual good change. I am looking forward to testing that out right after I record this. That's really going to be quite nice, because sometimes it feels like they can like clip your toe and you just go bouncing across the level and then you die. So fixed moon challenge, broken generation on large levels. I saw that bug in the Discord this morning. That should be a good change. Increased horizontal margin of Olmec's second phase bombing. So, and more Olmec changes. This will, I think, prevent Colin Northway has a strat that I really liked, where he put Olmec on the left side and then stood underneath him to the left and kept baiting the bombs perfectly so he'd never get hit, but it wasn't that slow and he'd bomb out the bottom. So I think that'll prevent that strat. Olmec now only shoots up bombs up to 3 times during its second phase. Resets when its floaters are broken. Up to 3 times. So... Wow. This change is so huge, and it's exactly what I wanted. People are going to have to engage with the fight. And he can only shoot, what is that, 12 times if you hit him? Oh, that's so fantastic. People can't just sit there and wait for 5 minutes. Hopefully. We'll see what happens. Olmec's phase 2 will now trigger even when falling over a push block. I saw that bug live. I forget who was streaming, but they it was Nick from the Eggplant Show. Fell on the push block and then couldn't move. Alright, fixed issue where Olmec's floaters could potentially be pushed to the sides by other floors. That was a very funny bug. Prevented climbing gloves from grabbing to ceilings. Had that happen to me last night. Corrupt save games are now stored as savegame.cor so they can be sent as bug reports. Jetpack Flame now interacts with some entities. I have no idea what that means. Really need to figure out what that means. Prevented giant frogs from killing ghosts. That is a necessary but unfortunate change, because that was pretty neat that you could do that. Giant spiders won't cause web monsters to incorrectly deal damage. Average time now only takes into account finished runs without using shortcuts. Hired hands can now pick up dead mounts. Fixed. The Yang is gonna get mad at one for picking up a turkey. Fixed damage when being thrown by a vendor while underwater. Prevented some temple monsters from spawning rewards after being revived. That prevents infinite gold. Gold parachutes will now drop a limited amount of gold. That also prevents unlimited gold in the Cosmic Ocean, which is great. Prevented merchant from congratulating players while stunned or killed. Fixed Cobra AI when spawning from a pot. Ghost-like entities and jellyfish are now immune to curse. Could you curse the jellyfish before? Fixed crash when dice game dispenser disappears. Ujet eye socket can no longer be crushed. Added poisoned death cause. That's in the journal after you die. Prevented arena crates from spawning on lava. Fixed crash when a door became unavailable while entering. Moved grubs behind hard boss. Do not understand what that means. Is there going to be grubs in Undun's lair all the time? I'm not sure. Prevented certain purple altar from triggering certain heads opening rubble multiple times. Paste bombs can no longer be picked up in the air. Fixed some weird pitcher's mitt throws. I've seen those where they just elevate straight into the sky. Prevented sleeping cavemen from waking up if the player is not moving. Fixed pet visual deformation on picking them while waking up. Fixed underwater detection in levels with inverted gravity. Fixed Terra asking for a golden key in the dwelling shortcut. That is amazing that they finally fixed that. Makes me want to go back to doing all shortcuts speedruns. Prevented telefrag when a player is crossing a door. Prevented laser traps from shooting through Olmec's towers. Okay. Red lanterns will now break up when displaced from their initial position. Tossed bear traps now correctly inflict tossing damage. Removed pitcher's mitt effect from arrows when colliding with a corpse. Necromancer's spells effects will now disappear when freezing the necromancer. I wonder if that arrow change is gonna apply to hitting a snake. I guess just corpses, so no. Or not a snake, a spider. The sorceress will now cancel her attack when frozen. That would have been unfortunate to find out. Fixed sorceress's attack effect on losing her target. Fixed web gun shot visibility on entering through a door while riding a mount. Fixed some HUD power up icon artifacts. Progress is now saved as soon as a character is unlocked or the shortcut progress is advanced. Certain ghost-like entities will now also unlock by proximity. That's the gist, obviously. Added a brief time margin to a certain boss's portal before it starts absorbing players. That is absolutely amazing. I've seen people miss the tablet on Osiris so many times, so that's a great change. Where was I? There it is. Equipable equipables now correctly disappear when players enter doors such as tunnel exit doors. Mech now ignores whip damage, so low percent becomes more of a nightmare. Falling platforms should no longer break on ethereal entities such as the ghost. Added light to Mech's eyes. Prevented bear trap from creating gold nuggets on spawning from a present. Fixed hover pack when it is enabled and the player's mount die. Improved text box preview on changing the options while the preview is on the screen. Hedget glow will now hide when pausing the game along with the rest of the UI. And changed the credits title. So altogether 1.16 seems to be a definitely a more bug fixy patch. Not a lot of huge changes aside from the Olmec fix and the spark trap fix. So they're definitely getting down to just grinding out the fixes. Hopefully we get the lava drill change soon if they figured something out. Keep in mind, if you're listening to this on the day it goes up, the PS4 version won't be out for a couple days. Usually takes a couple days to get approved, I guess. And hopefully they get multiplayer added to the PC version, and hopefully they get that drill fixed soon. And that's definitely what I'm looking forward to next. And also, if you're listening to this on day of release, I will be streaming on Friday all day. The PS5 launch. I'll be playing Demon's Souls most of the day for sure. Thursday night I'll be playing Astrobot probably since it's pre-installed. But other than that, I'll be going back to Spelunky 2 after that. But feel free to come hang out if you want, and subscribe on YouTube if you liked the video, and I will see you next time. Have a good one.